Hello, welcome to Gimpy's History Corner. I'm Gimpy. I'm called that by my family. Here's us a few years ago, at Christmas of course. My sons Andy and Scott, my grandsons Ellis and Archie, the boys. Great family. They call me Gimpy. Okay, a little different video today. It's history in a way, but there's no book involved, but I do have lots of props to show you. This is the history of the phrase reduce, reuse, and recycle, the 3 R's. Wow, that's a different kind of video, isn't it? It started with the first Earth Day in 1970. Reduce waste, reuse materials, and recycle what we cannot reuse. If you study archaeology, you'll see that in Pompeii, they proved that they sorted and resold trash as early as 79 AD. And pre-industrial societies commonly reused items out of necessity. But once we got into the industrial age, we kind of did single use, use it once and throw it away. Trash became a big problem. The first Earth Day came out of concern with pollution and resource depletion and occurred on April 22nd, 1970. And it was started by Senator Gaylord Nelson. The creation of the 3 R symbol, which is kind of a rectangle with arrows pointing, designed by a University of Southern California student, Gary Anderson, from a contest sponsored by a paper company. I guess that's good that a paper company is supporting recycling. Okay, what's the advantage of reducing the use of our natural materials? It minimizes resource extraction. Fewer raw materials are needed. It lowers pollution. Less manufacturing reduces emissions and decreases landfill use, avoiding single-use items and unnecessary packaging. Single-use items is the killer. How about reuse? Saves energy and materials, reduces demand for new ones, and encourages creativity and community sharing. Recycle, climate change mitigation, biodiversity protection, public awareness, and behavior change. That is a big one, behavior change. Can you get people to stop buying the plastics and just using it once and throwing it away? Okay, how are we doing on the recycling? This is key. I want you to pay attention to this. The lowest percentage of any of these materials as far as we're being successful in recycling is plastics. Only 9% of plastics get recycled. They end up in landfills or the oceans. We're doing a lot better with aluminum, 76%. Steel is the highest at 85%. Paper is good, 68%. Glass, I'm surprised, is only 30%, and the reason seems to be that glass is often contaminated. So you have a jar of peanut butter and you don't clear it out, and you put it in the recycling, it won't go through. I'm sorry, that's plastic. What's a good example for contaminated glass? Liquids, whiskey bottles, beer bottles, things like that. I don't know. Only 17 or 30% of glass gets recycled because of contamination. E-waste. What is e-waste? That's electronics. Cell phones, televisions, CD players. 17% gets recycled. We can do better than that. The problem is volume. There's just so much of it today. Toxicity. The stuff inside it is toxic. Health risks of people handling it. Resource loss. So if we don't recycle it, we lose all the resources that go into these things. So where I live in Hamilton County, Indiana, they do a great job with recycling. You have a separate recycling bin in your yard. It's blue, and it gets picked up every other week, and I fill it up. I fill it up every 2 weeks. And if you have electronics you want to get rid of, there's a place to go drop those off. And I was giving blood the other day. I'll tell that story later. Wait a minute. Okay, why is plastics so hard to recycle? First, there's too many types of plastic. The best things to get recycled are numbers 1 and 2. And they're printed or somehow on the bottom of these bottles. Number 1s are water bottles and soda bottles. Number 2 are milk jugs and detergent bottles. So that's something that's get used a lot. Those should be recycled, but you need to clean them out. Wash them out with water. Maybe even a little bit of soap. Wash them out really good, make sure they're clean, and then put them in the recycling. But you have to clean them, and you have to put them in the proper recycling spot. It's just a habit. You have to get in the habit of recycling. Don't just throw it away. That will just end up in the landfill or end up in an ocean, killing some whale somewhere. It's just crazy. Just do it. All right, why is plastics hard to recycle? There are too many types of plastics, too many combinations. Numbers 1 and 2 are simple, but everything else is complicated. Contamination, like I said before, especially with food. You have to clean out the food off of the plastic before you recycle it. And sorting issues. If you have to sort it too much, the recycling companies say you can't do it. It's too expensive. Low economic incentives. This is a big one. It's more profitable for plastic businesses to create new plastic products than to recycle. To me, that's number 1. What can government do to help the environment? Do something about this thing. I know that plastics companies give tons of money to politicians. So they're going to do what the plastics company want them to do. And unfortunately, the plastics companies largely want to make money, and that's creating new products, not recycling. It's really sad. Lack of infrastructure. Like I said, I live in Hamilton County, Indiana, and they do a great job with recycling. They put a lot of money in infrastructure. We have a place to go dump things. We have places for electronics, paint, all those kind of things you can put in there and reuse them or recycle them. I've gotten a lot of paint products from this place where people have dropped it off and I picked it up and used it. So, but where I'm from in Southern Ohio, no recycling bins. You know, my families, they just put everything into one bin. It gets all put together. Really sad. They just don't have the money. It's expensive. And now I learned a new term. It's called downcycling. That's where it's a one-time recycle and then it's done. Like you take recycled plastic and make a park bench. But then what do you do with the park bench? You can't recycle that. It's a one-time deal. Incinerators. I was giving blood the other day and have all these plastic tubes with blood running through it, you know, from your arm to the machine and into bags. And I asked the lady, what do you do with all these tubes with blood in it? Do you clean them out and reuse them? Oh, no. They go to the incinerator. Yikes. Plastic is in an incinerator? So it does reduce landfill, that's good, but it does generate energy in some places. But it releases greenhouse gases and can be quite toxic. So I don't know about incineration. I have to get more studies into that. Okay, so that's the thing. We're doing a good job with most materials. We can improve our e-waste from 17%, get it higher. And we have to improve our plastics. Have to. I mean, I eat out a lot as a guy living by himself. And I avoid restaurants that have plastic cups, like McDonald's, Wendy's. No. I like to go to Culver's or Burger King or Penn Station, East Coast Subs, places like that, you know. Or a restaurant that actually serves in the old-fashioned glass that they take in and clean and reuse. Those are my favorite. Okay, so what do I do at home? Well, there are products you can get. I recommend a company called Grove Collaborative, which sells things in metal cans. This is a dish detergent. Now, I quit using Grove because I had trouble with credit cards being hacked, and you have to order everything online. So I don't order anything online anymore. So I found other products for my dish detergent. I get these refills, Ever Spring refills, dish soap refill. It's in a recyclable pouch. So I fill up my metal can with this soap and mix it with water, and it lasts a long time. Another thing I reuse, I drink a lot of iced tea, so I use old-fashioned tea bags and heat them up and pour them into old peanut jars. You can see they turn brown, but I just keep reusing these all the time. Reuse. This company is called Method Concentrated Cleaner. It's in a glass bottle with a metal cap, both recyclable. It's all-purpose cleaner, concentrated. This is French lavender, and I use an old Windex bottle. I reuse time after time. I don't buy shampoo. I just use old-fashioned bar soap for my hair. I guess it looks okay. I don't buy, what do you call them, laundry things that make fabric softeners. I don't buy fabric softener. I use baking soda in a cardboard box. If you look it up, baking soda works just as well, or good enough for me. And I don't buy detergent bottles. I get these laundry sheets, they're called. They're a cardboard box, be recycled. And I tear these in half and use those. So I work really hard. I think the environment is very important. And you just need to pay attention and recycle and clean things out. Don't just dump them in there. Clean them out. That will make it easier. Reuse things. Just like I showed you here. If you have a plastic thing, don't just try to recycle it. Try to reuse it as long as you can. and reduce. You know, I just don't do things I used to do. You know, I have a small car, not much. I couldn't afford a hybrid or an E car, so I just got a 4-cylinder Chevy, and I walk as much as I can instead of driving. And of course, walking is good for you at an old age. And I try to encourage my family not to buy plastic products, but you know, they're living in the world. They got kids. It's hard. To take a lot of stuff to Goodwill. I donate a lot of books to the library and give blood every few weeks. Just try to make this world a better place. Okay, I hope this has given you some ideas and some inspiration. Save the planet. Don't just buy stuff from plastic companies. Plastic companies are not good. I know they say they're trying to help, but man, I remember the days when we used to get popping glass bottles and take them back and get credit for turning them in. Those days are gone. Aluminum cans are much better than plastic bottles. And I see that lots of companies are going to aluminum cans for their water. I get Celsius fruit cans. I should have had one to show you. And I mix that with my iced tea. My water, I just use a plastic. There's a plastic with a filter in it. You run water through the filter into it, and you just use it every day. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. You don't buy plastic bottles. Don't buy plastic bottles. Okay, sorry if I sounded preachy. This is important. Save the planet. Thank you.